on the video and welcome back to Health and Fitness 101. So I want to talk to you guys today about a supplement called creatine, and I'm hoping that by the end of this video, you guys will become experts on this supplement. So creatine actually tends to be one of the more controversial supplements in the fitness industry for a few different reasons. I'm going to cover those later in the video, but let's jump right into the basics. So there are many different types of creatine on the market nowadays. There's creatine monohydrate, creatine hydrochloride, creatine nitrate, creatine anhydrous. The list goes on and on, but what makes all of these different? What makes one form of creatine superior over the others? Well, let's go back to what all of these forms have in common. Creatine. So what is creatine? So creatine is a compound that occurs naturally in the body and helps to supply energy to all of the cells, primarily to supply energy to the muscular contractions. So yes, our body does actually produce creatine naturally, but it's only about 1 gram, which is pretty insignificant whenever it comes into terms with reaping the full benefits for athletic purposes. So in English, creatine is basically a storage unit that is used to store our body's natural energy, and when paired with high intensity training, it's going to increase your strength, endurance, and muscle growth due to that extra energy, an increase in energy in our muscular contractions. So basically, as an overview, if you are somebody who is looking to add on a little bit more muscle density and muscle mass, and also looking to increase strength, then I would highly suggest looking into taking creatine. Now the question arises as to what creatine you are going to want to take. So today I'm going to focus on 3 different types of creatine that are on the market now, and these 3 are the more well-known types of creatine, more commonly found, and these are actually all ones that I have tried personally. So to start, creatine monohydrate. Now I know that most of you guys have probably heard of creatine monohydrate, given that it is one of the most popular types of creatine on the market, hands down. The reason being is that this is one of the first creatines that were really ever used for athletic purposes. It's one of the ones that has the most studies and most background to it. When you look at creatine monohydrate in the name, of course you can break it down to monohydrate, meaning mono, 1, and hydrate is going to be, of course, water. So basically creatine monohydrate is creatine paired to 1 hydrogen molecule. And with that, a lot of people actually stray from creatine monohydrate given the fact that since it's paired to a water molecule, a lot of times people see and feel that they are actually retaining water from taking creatine monohydrate. Now, is this a myth? It's kind of up to you. I have actually tried it personally, and I did actually notice a little bit of water retention and just kind of weight gain due to water bloat. Now, everybody's body is different. As far as getting results, creatine monohydrate is known for some of the most significant results as far as body composition and change in strength and endurance. So, like I said, creatine monohydrate is one of the oldest on the market. You can look it up and find hundreds and hundreds of studies done on creatine monohydrate. But the side effect is that it is known to cause a little bit of bloating and water retention due to it being paired with a water molecule. So moving right along, creatine nitrate. Creatine nitrate is obviously creatine bonded to a nitric oxide molecule, and with that it is actually known to increase blood flow in the body, and obviously increased blood flow is going to help with your strength significantly. Not only strength, but also a lot more of a pump in the gym. So 9 times out of 10, a lot of people will take a creatine nitrate prior to training, just so that it allows for a little bit more blood flow in the body during your workout. Whenever I personally tried a creatine nitrate, I did like it. However, I actually prefer to take my creatine post-workout. And so with that, I'm going into the 3rd type of creatine, which is creatine hydrochloride. This is what I have found to be kind of a happy medium whenever it comes to taking creatine. So I guess what I'm trying to say is if I was to give my advice as to what creatine I would advise, it would be a creatine hydrochloride. So creatine HCL whenever you're out and about looking at different types of creatine. Now the reason why I like creatine hydrochloride is that I have obviously been on it for a while, and I have really noticed a difference in my strength and in my endurance. And with that, I do, like I said, like taking it post-workout. It's actually more beneficial to take creatine after your workout. Yes, there is no right or wrong time to take creatine. Obviously, studies have showed that you could even take it, in the morning, you can take it before your workout, you can take it after your workout, you can take it at night. Whenever your heart desires, creatine is going to absorb into the body and do its job regardless of when you are taking it. However, as far as how effective it is going to be, I have noted that it is more effective post-workout. And the reason being is that creatine is actually better absorbed into the body with simple carbs. So simple carbs is going to obviously be a carb source that is entailing high amounts of sugar. And of course, during our workout, our body uses our natural glucose to provide energy in our workouts. And so whenever we are finished working out, our body's glucose levels are very, very low. So it is actually very beneficial to follow your workout with a post-workout meal that is high in glucose. So my go-to source of sugar post-workout is of course fruit. Nutritious, there's a lot of health benefits, and it's high in sugar. So pairing creatine with something like fruit or something that is high in glucose after your workout is not only going to be beneficial for replacing the glucose that was lost during your workout, but also to help your body utilize that creatine better. There's also studies that creatine is better absorbed with a protein source as well. So pairing a protein source, which is a necessity after your workout, with some simple sugars and creatine is going to be the most effective way for you to take your creatine supplement. Now, let's talk about dosages. So good old creatine monohydrate has obviously tons of studies as far as how much you should be entailing. And studies show that it should be anywhere between 5 to 10 grams of creatine monohydrate. So again, we're only talking about monohydrate right now. So creatine monohydrate is going to be about 5 to 10 grams according to your body weight. The best way to go about this is, I would say, if you are anywhere between 100 and 150 pounds, I would stick to about 5 grams of creatine after your workout. If you are above that, I would gradually increase it up to about 10 grams. And of course, depending on your body and how it retains water with taking a creatine monohydrate, you can increase or decrease depending on how you feel comfortable. Usually our body is going to be able to utilize up to 10 grams of creatine monohydrate before we just start excreting it. So taking any more than 10 grams is basically a waste of your money. Now, for hydrochlorides and for nitrates, they do work a little bit different. And the reason being is that they are more potent. So what that means is that you need less to do more, if that makes sense. So with nitrates and hydrochlorides and some of the other forms of creatine that I didn't mention, you are actually going to do a lower dosage for the same effects of a higher dosage of creatine monohydrate. So majority of the time, if it is a nitrate or a hydrochloride, it is actually going to tell you how much you are supposed to take on the back of whatever creatine that you ended up purchasing. But if you want to just be safe and do out the calculations yourself, the best way to figure out how much creatine nitrate or hydrochloride you should be taking is basically to find your body weight in kilograms. Super simple, you can go online and basically type in your body weight in pounds and just convert it to kilograms. So from there, you are going to take your body fat percentage. So me, for example, I'm just going to share with you guys my own facts so that you guys can actually understand what I'm saying. So I am about 130 pounds. So whenever I convert that to kilograms, it is going to be about 59 kilograms. And my body fat percentage, I'm not too sure about this. It's been a while since I actually got it done. But the last time I did, it was about 23. So it is a little bit higher. So whenever I subtract 23% from 59, you are going to get about 45. And what that number represents is your lean body mass. And so once you have calculated out your lean body mass, you're going to want to do about 1,000 milligrams to 2,000 milligrams per 50 pounds of lean body mass. So with mine being 45, I would round that up to about 50, and I'd be doing 1,000 milligrams to 2,000 milligrams per day. Training or non-training days, you still want to take it and keep it in your system. And with that being said, that's about 1 gram to 2 grams. So whenever you're calculating between milligrams and grams, you're going to want to do about 1 gram to 2 grams of creatine hydrochloride or creatine nitrate. I know that conversion was a little tricky to understand. I'm going to have it in the description box below, so if you guys need to refer to it, you can definitely do that. Now, the main controversial aspect of creatine is that a lot of people say that it causes a lot of water retention, and depends on your own body, and also depends, like I said, on the type of creatine that you are taking. So my best advice is to have it be an experiment and see what works for your body, because There's so many supplements in this world, and you know what? They're not gonna work for everybody. What works great for one person can have exact opposite effects on somebody else. So the best way to figure out if supplements are going to work for you is to give them a try. But that is going to wrap up this video of creatine, and I hope that it was beneficial for you guys and that you guys took some knowledge from this video. Please share this video with any family or friends that you think it might be beneficial for them to watch. And if you guys have any more suggestions on videos that you guys want to see in the future, please feel free to leave them in the comments below, and I will definitely make sure to get as many videos out there for you guys, especially with this kind of content so that you guys are taking something away from it. So again, I appreciate you guys clicking on the video. Thanks for tuning in to Health and Fitness 101, and go ahead and subscribe to my channel, and I will catch you guys in the next video.